Hey, what's up, everyone? Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye here. I have a little bit different take than a lot of people are really taking on this article and this topic that PetaPixel brought up about Reuters coming up with a worldwide ban on raw photos. If you haven't heard about it, let's talk about it really quickly, and I'm just going to give you my thoughts, and I would love to hear what you guys have to say as well. Let's do this. Already heard the popular source coming around, and it obviously involves photography and raw photos, and that Reuters is banning all raw photos from whatever they are sent. You know, Reuters, they're a big news company. They get a lot of stuff in. You see a lot of cover war and all that kind of stuff. But essentially, that they're asking other freelance photographers to not give them raw photographers. Now, there are a couple people who made reactions to this, and it is kind of true that the headline here is a little bit exaggerated in regards to a ban. Like they're saying never ever take raw photos. Let's break down a statement that a picture editor made. And just really kind of tell you, and it says, "Hi, I'd like to pass on a note to request our freelancers to contribute a worldwide change only for Reuters. In the future, please do not send us photos that were processed from RAW or Canon CR2 files. If you want to shoot raw photos, that's fine. Keep them for yourselves, but just take JPEGs at the same time. Only send us JPEGs with minimal processing, essentially out of camera." So what does this mean? Why is Reuters doing this? And essentially, they just want to keep things, as they said, two key things right here. They want this in regards to speed, so everything's universally readable, and that it's more ethical. You're not cropping something out, you're not cloning something out. Everything is the way it should be, the most natural way. Now, I do see the huge reaction to this. I see the big hubbub about it, but I also think a ton of people are really overreacting. And yes, I absolutely think it's not smart for Reuters to degrade their chances with only taking JPEG images. I think that raw photos are pretty much an essential thing now to get the utmost uncompressed files, the utmost quality. You have the ability to change, better for printing, everything of that nature, you know, and it's easy to send. I can email you a raw file with no problem, and Reuters, they have some kind of editing software that can read it. So I understand what they're doing, but I don't think it's a huge deal. I mean, if they want to degrade quality, good for them. That's their organization, their business, and it'll work out fine for them. I think they'll be fine without raw photos. I just think they're doing a disservice to themselves and to people that they're sharing this with. So, you know, all in all, I don't think it's a huge deal. I just think it's a dumb business move. But this is the position and the pivot that they want to do. They really want to take things easy. And most of the time, a JPEG image will be fine for them. But once again, this thing right here, which is causing a huge thing, is the title. And Michael writes a lot of great articles, especially on PetaPixel. They're not banning raw photos. They just don't want them. They want just JPEG. So the photographers, freelancers can take raw photos for themselves. They can do whatever's in their contract, edit them themselves, but Reuters just wants the JPEGs. So tell me your thoughts down below. But once again, I think this is a little bit of an I don't care type of thing, because A, I don't work for them. B, if they wanted JPEGs, I would send them JPEGs. You know, unfortunately, once again, I think that was stupid. But I don't work for them. I don't do a lot of news work, so I would just do my raw file. I would just take my raw files and go home and pretty much not work for them. And you know, but the ethic things, though, I think it's interesting, is because you can still fake. I mean, these freelance photographers, we're not stupid. You can strip EXIF data. You can say, oh, I didn't edit this at all. You can pretty much convert a raw image and make it look like it just came out of camera. It's only EXIF information. Metadata can be faked. JPEGs can be faked. So even though the ethics are there, I think this still might cause a little bit more of an ethical turn, because these photographers may now also try and fake it as well. But I agree with what other people have said. You know, if you're Reuters and you catch people docking images and manipulating them terribly or something like that, you just get rid of them. You don't take their photos. They don't work for you anymore. You just go on, move on, do your own thing. So personally, I don't think it's a really big deal. It's a company that wants JPEGs. Good for them. Is it smart? Absolutely not. But they're not banning raw photos. They just don't want them. Tell me your thoughts down below in the comments. Is this an ethics issue? Do you think Reuters has something here where they say, oh, ethically, we just want everything straightforward, cut and dry, and we just need everything for speed? I'll be honest with you. You know, especially when people are using large megapixel cameras now, there is a size difference between, you know, a JPEG that might be 18 megapixels or 18 megabytes and, you know, 84 megabytes, all depending on whatever type of camera you're using and whatever settings you have. But they will still send, you know, it's not like it's impossible to send images, especially zip files. If you're sending large metadata through an FTP, it's going to go through no matter what, and it's not going to be terribly different. I'll link the story from PetaPixel down in the description below, so please check it out. And once again, give me your thoughts on this. Is there really a big deal about this? You know, is this something that's just kind of stupid, or is this something that you think could become a common thing with a lot of other different companies? Or you're like me, it's just like, meh, Reuters is just being dumb, but they can do whatever they want because in reality, it doesn't affect me at all. I don't know. Give me your thoughts down below. Reuters, I think it's a stupid move, but you can do whatever you want. Obviously, I don't own you. And if I did, I'd be living in a mansion right now.